right, Nextel Cup Series Racing, race number 15 of 36 on our season, the Citizens Bank 400 at my home track, the Michigan International Speedway. And yeah, I'm excited. I always like racing at Michigan on the NASCAR video games because I know the track so well. I've been there so many times in person. I think actually this year was my 10th NASCAR Cup race at Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. My first race there was 2015, and I had 2 in 18, 2 in 19, that's 5. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, so I've been there 10 times now. Hard to believe. But needless to say, we're here virtually to try to win a race with Kasey Kahne in the 2008 season. And we're also trying to go for 3 wins in a row, which is something I have not been able to do on the Cup Series side of things yet. In fact, I've only won back-to-back races twice now, and 4 in the last 5 races. So we won back-to-back, and then I finished second in the Coke 600. Then we won back-to-back again. So we're on a bit of a hot streak for the Cup Series season. That's why we've really pulled away in the point standings. We do have 8 wins in the first 14 races. Race number 15, we'll see if we can get another win. Going for lucky number 9 with the number 9. Without further ado, let's get into this. Back-to-back days of Cup racing on the channel. And we are on the pole for the first time in a long time, so we'll see how this is going to go for us. Green flags in the air. And will we have a fuel mileage race for the 3rd consecutive day as well, as we very quickly pull to the lead on Michael Waltrip. He's having a great season for himself right now, as he's been in the top half dozen in points for a little bit. I've had to make quite a few adjustments to try to free the car up over the course of practice, mid-practice, post-practice, into qualifying, after qualifying. It's constantly trying to free the car up. Now, the good news is qualifying on the pole was huge because I have clean air. My car is going to handle a lot better here than what it's probably going to do in the draft and in traffic. So we just picked up 5 bonus points for leading the first lap. Fuel mileage has won us the last 2 races at Dover and Pocono. Pretty easy at Dover. It was a little bit stressful yesterday. We had to catch a couple cautions in that final fuel run to make it to the end, and we caught exactly 2 yellows. And I had barely enough fuel in the last 2 races to get ourselves into a miniature victory celebration. Then amidst the burnout, we ran out of gas. Dale Jarrett to the inside, already looking for the lead, and he is probably going to take it from us. He's got good positioning on us. We'll try to side draft him, but Dale Jarrett going to lead his first lap of the race. We're going to get down in front of Michael Waltrip. See if we can cross Dale Jarrett over. It's amazing I was able to run the bottom for as long as I did there. Not clear of Dale Jarrett, but we're side by side for the lead down the back straightaway, and now we're going to have the advantage into 3 on the inside. So Jarrett able to get 5 bonus points. Kasey Kahne clear into turn 3. And hopefully we break away from the field. We had 14, or sorry, I counted 14, but I was wrong. I had 12 yellows last night at Pocono. I don't think we'll see that many in this race. It's also 100 miles less in length than last night's race was, so it should be much shorter. With the fast speeds here at Michigan, this will probably be one of the shorter races of the season. Hence the reason I'm able to do it on a work night. At our normal start time, too. It's kind of like Pocono, where I just got to survive the restarts, and I think I'll be all right on the speed side of things. I also got to hope that the tires are going to be there on the long run, because I only ran 7 laps in practice. Wasn't much. I tinker with the setup basically every 2 to 3 laps. And again, hopefully the car is good in traffic. I may not have to deal with traffic. We might lead every lap. Who knows? But I doubt that that's going to happen. I've not been able to do that on this game in any of the top 3 series, even in races I've dominated, so try to do our best to keep this track position. We may go on fuel strategy just like we did at Pocono yesterday, but if we don't see a lot of cautions early on, that's going to be difficult to do. I'd like to make this race on 3 pit stops, but I don't know if that's going to be possible or not. We shall see. I mean, it took 12 cautions to make the 500-mile Pocono race on 4 stops. And it took all 12 of them. With the pit strategy we were on, well, that didn't take long. We got a caution already, so maybe we will see a lot of yellows like we did yesterday. I was not expecting that. Quite a bit of damage on J.J. Yaley's race car already, so I don't know what happened to him, but a piece of debris came off of his race car. I believe the back bumper, maybe, is what it looked like. How many other cars have that much damage already? What happened in the middle of the pack? That's strange for him to have that much damage in the first, 4 or 5 laps of the race. I mean, we didn't run that far. Lap 7, 8, I don't know what lap we were when the caution came out, but first yellow, definitely staying out of the pits, as does everybody else. Maybe we will see a lot of cautions. We haven't ran the Cup Series at Michigan. The Busch race, I think, went caution-free, did it not? Or maybe we had 1 yellow? I think we might have had 1 yellow in the Michigan race for the Busch Series. See, I don't know if we had a caution-free race there yet. That's shocking we saw a yellow this early. And now we see, I think we've had more cautions in this race than we had the entire Busch race of 125 laps at Michigan. And we're only on lap 11, and it's another debris caution for J.J. Yaley. So that's 2 of them. Juan Pablo Montoya just ran right over his hood. So at first it was his back bumper, and now it's his hood coming off. Considering he's got as much damage as he does, there's got to be somebody else with that much damage too, you would think, but I don't see anybody. So strange. All right, well, we'll do it all over again. Is that Dale Jarrett still in second? Yes, it is. UPS 4. What can Brown do for you? All right. Well, I mean, that saves us a little bit of gas right off the rip. Oh my gosh. Is it J.J. Yaley again? Well, that's 3 yellows already. It did not take long for this race to have a bunch of yellows. We had 3 cautions in the first 15 laps, all for debris. This time, it is not J.J. Yaley, it's David Gillen in the 38, his teammate. Or sorry, I don't know why I said teammate. I was thinking it was the 88. Forget I said that. It's 3 cautions already. And 15 laps at Michigan. We've had more caution laps than green flag laps already. Lap 19 on the restart. Will we have another one? I didn't think we'd have 1 that early, let alone 3 of them. Let's get some racing in finally. My goodness. Easiest laps I'll lead. I'll tell you that much. We got somebody slow on the restart at the back of the pack. Somebody blew a motor. Hopefully nobody ran into them or ran into each other trying to miss whoever that is. We might catch them before they get back to pit road. They're very slow. Have to wait to see who it is. Led the first 20 laps. Oh, my bad. No, I led all but 1 lap. Dale Jarrett got around me, what was it, lap 2 or 3, and we got back by him on the next lap. So once again, not going to lead every lap in a race. It's just the draft is so huge here, and especially with the restarts. Driving it in deep into turn 3. Kurt Busch. That's 2 races in a row Kurt Busch is blowing a motor. He did that at Pocono yesterday, too. Actually, I think he was one of the cars that flipped at Pocono. So maybe it was the race before that he blew a motor. So that's been a good week for Kurt Busch, I'll tell you that much. I don't even think he's going to make the chase. He's like well outside the top 12 in points, and we're getting pretty close to the end of the regular season. We're past halfway. So 2 to 3 DNFs in a row for Kurt Busch, that's not good. to break the draft a little bit through the tri-oval. I seriously want to know what happened to J.J. Yaley and David Gillen that it gave their cars that much damage. For us to get 3 cautions that quickly. We should go well past lap 25 before we get to halfway out of gas with all the laps ran under yellow. So it makes it more and more likely to make this race on 3 stops. So many easy laps led too. I mean, if we lead the majority of the first run, knowing this is only a 200 lap race, and we go well past lap 50, it's going to be tough for us not to lead the most laps in the race. Led all but 1. Joey Logano fan, thanks for tuning in. .645. I think that's about a 10th quicker than I ran to set the pole. Out here in the lead, so still looking pretty good. Saving the tires a little bit more in the run. All the caution laps. I will say those yellow flag laps pretty good for us early in the race. Now our car may handle a little bit different on the long run if we go a full fuel run without having any cautions, which we might, because again, that Busch Series race, we've already had more cautions in this race than we did that entire Busch race at Michigan. Bam Hall, thanks for tuning in. Akron Rubber Ducks, there we go. I've passed by that stadium several times. Like right off of the turnpike. Is that single A? I think do they still have the rubber duck statue? It's not a rubber duck, but well, it's a rubber ducky like statue or whatever close to the. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Maybe it's not the stadium. Actually, last time I went by the stadium when I was in Cleveland a couple months ago, I passed by and they had like bouncy houses and stuff outside of the stadium. It was like a giant bounce house castle. Well, there you go. Bring the kids to the game. Like a slide. Bounce house, and then they had like this giant slide. Oh, wow. Halfway out of gas lap 28. That's surprising considering we had all those yellows. I would have expected to save a little bit more gas than that. Well, we're going to obviously attempt to push it as far as we can. I would assume that we're going to need more yellows if we're going to make this race on 3 stops. Like, we'll be pacing well for this first run and maybe the second run, but I don't know about the last 2. Not being able to draft off anybody, obviously, that's going to be not as good for us. But we shall see. knowing that both the Michigan and Pocono races are so close together with one another, we could really get away with, figuring out what strategy we need to try to win a race like we did last night at Pocono. Just do that all over again. I would assume we're going to catch as many yellows as we saw in that event. We're pretty darn close to it. Having the few yellows early in the race again here, I guess, would factor maybe how good I qualify. I don't know. I'm still being in front of the pack. I don't know how all those cars had all the damage they did. No idea where they got it from. Just ran my fastest lap of the race, 37.601. Past halfway through the fuel run, so we're still running some very quick laps. Tires aren't falling off. We didn't see any fall off at Pocono yesterday, which I'm surprised because that was an older surface, but I guess with all the yellows we had, maybe that had something to do with maybe saving the grip level. Even the one run we only had one yellow, though, in the middle of, I still went way further on my tires without losing really any grip for the most part. What I was going to expect going into the night. So far, the tires are holding on strong here at Michigan. 2 laps in a row, we ran our fastest lap now, 37.554. Don't know on the rubber ducky situation. Well, that's done. You'll have to let me know if you... I think... I don't know which way you're going. I'm trying to think. I think... I guess you can see the stadium from either side. But in the big rubber duck, I would imagine would be if you were driving to the stadium from the west. You'd probably see it. Because I think it's before the stadium. Coming from the west side. Off the turnpike. And I also don't know what exit you get off on the turnpike. You might have to get off way before when you pass the stadium. I don't really know. Off the top of my head, I've never had to get off in that area before. Stay on the turnpike, kind of drive past it. Michael Turner, thanks for tuning in. $18 gallons of fuel all season. Well, I mean, that explains it, because it does seem like we have shorter fuel windows than what we did in the older EA games. Especially basically coming off of NASCAR 07, which was the last NASCAR game we played before this one. Because we used to make it pretty much 50 right on the money. Or at least would try to. We'd flirt around that number, which is what we're flirting with now, but again, that was also with 3 yellows. Pulling away, got about a 1/10 of a second lead already. Wade, thanks for tuning in. Track is just so fast. I didn't really get an opportunity in practice to run super close behind somebody, so I don't know how fast I could go into the corners in the draft on this game. But I feel like the lap times we put down in this game on certain tracks are faster than any other lap I've ever ran on any other NASCAR game beforehand. Right rear's finally starting to go away just a little bit. So we're definitely having a bit more tire wear today than what we did yesterday at Pocono. Same cars, Gen 4. Both Cup races. Yeah, Tigers had an early start today. Kind of a weird time slot, though. I'm surprised they weren't playing like more in the afternoon. That game's definitely going to be done by the time this race is done. At least it should be. Well, later start for like a normal afternoon game. Was there, did they move it? I don't know what the original start time was supposed to be. I just happened to see earlier today that they were starting at like 5 o'clock. So normal night games obviously wouldn't start that early. Oh, there's some skid marks going up towards that turn 2 wall. No caution. Just stay green. See if we end up catching any more debris cautions then. When did they end up moving the start time? Was it like yesterday, or when did they move it? I'd assume it was scheduled for the afternoon, considering it's a travel day. Or final game of the series, at least. 110 to 510. Yeah, I figured that. I don't know when they moved it, though. When and or why. Well, both of our rear tires are slipping out from underneath us after the game last night. I'd have to start backing these corners up a little bit. I feel like I'm losing a slight bit of time. A lot better through turns 1 and 2 there. Get a little bit better in 3 and 4. There we go. Trying to be a lot more patient on entry. I think Tony Stewart's up to second. It's definitely not Dale Jarrett anymore. It looks like an orange car from further back. I believe it's that Home Depot Chevrolet. Supposed to rain in the early afternoon hours. Gotcha. I know there was a chance of thunderstorms where I live basically right about now, and it sprinkled a little bit on my way home from work within the last hour, but that was it. Hopefully thunderstorms stay clear. Last time that they predicted for pop-up thunderstorm showers in my area, we ended up not getting anything, so maybe that'll be the case again today. I definitely feel I'm a little bit better at turns 1 and 2 than 3 and 4. That sharper angle and corner entry is tough for me. Able to keep a lot lower exit off of turn 2 than what I am in turn 4. managing well enough. Huge thunderstorms earlier. Everything's like really calm outside. Like there's no wind. Looks super still. I can't see the skyline with the trees that are in front of my windows, so I don't know if it's dark or not. Hopefully we don't get any severe weather or anything like that. I don't want the power to get knocked out midstream. That would suck. Especially with this being an old gaming system, there's no way for me to save this. I have to start it from the beginning another time. It definitely wouldn't be today. That would be it for the night if we lost the race. Hopefully it wouldn't simulate it too. That would suck. I don't think it would do that. Got some cars on pit road. Pitting well before lap 50. We're going to be able to take our run a little bit further. I hit halfway out of gas at lap 28. Definitely going to go as far as we can. Still led all but one lap so far. Maybe we catch a caution in the middle of green flag stops like we did on 2 different occasions yesterday at Pocono. End up trapping a lot of cars a lap down as we're going to be coming by this time by in the front stretch to lap quite a few cars. And everybody's on pit road right now except for, obviously, us. Getting really free at this point in the run, too. Gonna go at least one more lap. This is gonna get us to lap 50, and then we're gonna... Oh, no, we ran out on the front stretch. That's not good. That is not good. I'll tell you what, we burned so much extra fuel in the second half of the run. My goodness. Get down on the apron and hope nobody hits me because we got cars exiting pit road, too. We're going to stack them up big time. This car's leaving the pits. Dang. Got to get back to pit road. Man, they're zooming. And take a shortcut. Hope we don't catch a caution for this. Give me the shortcut. I don't know if this is slowing me down more now, but I need to get into the pits. I think it's slowing me down more. Oh, no. That's the race. Yep, I'm out of gas. We just brought out the caution. You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe I did that. How did we only go to 50? I did this before, but I really don't know how I ran out of gas there. I hit halfway out of gas at lap 28. Mathematically, I would think I could have went further. Obviously, I burned way more gas in the second half of the run. And it also makes sense as to why everybody pitted within the couple laps before that. Well, that sucks. Well, note to self, I think I just got to, pit when everybody else does, unless I'm on a completely different strategy because of pitting or not pitting during, like, cautions and stuff like that. Not to do that again. That's a first, the way I ran out of gas. There was one other time I ran out of gas that ended the race early. But that time was completely my fault. Obviously, at the end of the day, still my fault. I was the one driving, but I'm just befuddled at how much fuel I burned in the second half of the run. You mean to tell me I only went 21 laps on the back half of that fuel tank, but I went 28 in the first half? That was with 3 cautions. I didn't think we would save that much gas during the yellows. Usually you save a little bit, but you don't save like the full 3 laps. Wow. I mean, that's That's tough. I don't think I was going to make it back around to pit road even if I didn't go in the grass. I mean, I ran out right at the start-finish line. We had to go the full 2 miles. "23 lead changes, 4 cautions. We were the last one. Apparently, they didn't have another caution the rest of the race. 144.85 mile per hour average race speed, 2 hours, 45 minutes, 41 seconds total time of the race, 0.6 of a second margin of victory. Yikes. I think I might have led the most laps based off of everybody else and the few of laps that they did lead. Let's take a look here. 49 laps led. I believe that's 10 bonus points. Yep. Well, at least we led the most laps, but that's tough. Finished 41st. Only Jeff Green and Paul Menard DNF before us. And Kurt Busch, who blew an engine, actually came back out on the racetrack, and he beat us too. So, dang. Yeah, that's tough. That's that's tough. I was gonna say that makes for a short stream, but I think I'll end up just doing the Busch Series race at Bristol, so that way the stream isn't only like a half hour. Because I know that that's going to be a short race. That was supposed to be tomorrow, though. So now that stream schedule that I put up on the community tab, I'm just gonna take it down because by doing another race, there's no way. Four people saw it already, so hopefully you four are in the stream and you understand why that isn't the schedule anymore. Yeah, I'll run the Busch race. Luckily, the next race isn't very long, so it's not going to make the stream obnoxiously long. Our points lead's 509. What was it coming into the day? 556. Jimmy Johnson didn't really pick up any points on us. Who won? I didn't even look. I got to go back. I didn't even look to see who won the race. Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch won the race, and he only led 9 laps. Kyle Busch. That's my first finish outside the top 10, and it's the first DNF of the season. We still led 49 laps. That's tough. Yeah, I just got to be more mindful of, how the fuel is on this game so I don't run into that problem again. I wonder what my average finish. My average finish was a 2.5, I think, coming into the day. Probably tanked quite a bit. It's after 15 races. Wow, I doubled my average finish. It was a 2.5, and that's a 5.0. Because of that 41st. What a blemish. Oh, now I gotta make sure I save it. Well, that sucks. It was not what I had in store for today, I'll tell you that much. Well, now probably going to end up just running Sonoma tomorrow. I mean, I could run Sonoma today. I'm going to assume that there's going to be quite a few yellows. I might just end up doing Sonoma. Yeah, why not? Why not? All those yellows to try to save fuel in the early going just for that to happen. You know, I learned from my mistakes, though. Like I said, that's the first time I made a mistake in that kind of a way. Save the bush race for tomorrow. And I already deleted the community tab. Well, I guess I had Sonoma on there for Friday. So that means we're just going to end up running New Hampshire. All right. I'll change the title of the stream here. Just so people don't show up and wonder what the heck's going on. Sonoma. Boom. And I'll update the top of the screen. Give Kyle Busch his win. I didn't update the point standings at the top of the screen, but that's all right. Point standings were one race off. What am I missing? Tires, weight, suspension. This is the first road course race I've had. Tires, weight, suspension. Oh! There's no downforce we can adjust. That's weird. So we can't adjust the downforce with the road courses in the Cup Series. I was able to do that on the truck and bush races. It might be because of the car tomorrow, which I also did not think I was going to be using. All right, well, there we go. Guess we're using the car tomorrow at Sonoma. Oh gosh, I don't like not being able to adjust the downforce. So we're just stuck with whatever downforce we have. And that's weird too, because I've been able to adjust the downforce on the car of tomorrow tracks with the ovals. At least I think I have. This is the first road course race I've done with the Cup Series on this game, so this is going to take me a minute to get used to. Sliding around everywhere. 110 laps. That's why I'm practicing beforehand. My TV's muted. Yeah, no race car sounds going on. There we go. Actually, it might be muted on your end too. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. I had it muted everywhere. All right. I just realized put Kyle Busch for a win at the top of the screen and it's cut off. There we go. It's a little bit better. Man, I was so ready for Michigan. Road courses for Carve Tomorrow Cup. I don't remember the road races in 2007 very well, I'm not going to lie. Well, when Pablo Montoya won, it's got to be on this game because I don't remember Montoya winning in a Car of Tomorrow car at Sonoma in 2007. I'm all over the place right now. Notice when I'm trying to hammer the gas while turning, it's when I'm skirting the tires a bit. Yeah, I don't like the ability of not being able to adjust downforce. Because that just means I've got to be... I mean, we're basically stuck with low downforce. More right-handed turns than left-handed turns, so maybe I can get away with making some wedge adjustments. I'll see as I progress. Was I a fan of the car tomorrow? I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't really care. I mean, I never really thought about... Actually, when I was a kid, with the wing, I thought it looked kind of cool, because when you're a kid, I mean, you just think everything looks cool. It's like, oh, they got a wing on it now. Coming from watching a lot of sprint car racing growing up in person, you know, I'm like, well, they have wings. Their wings are cooler, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, looking back on it, I thought the racing was highly underrated with the car tomorrow. The car tomorrow put on some great racing. And I feel like a lot of fans looking back on it don't really think too fondly of the car of tomorrow for the most part when it comes to not only the look side of it, but I feel like they just automatically assume that the racing wasn't good. The racing was great. Pretty much every track. I mean, there were some things, obviously, that went wrong in those early years, specifically 2008, but, I mean, we saw that with the next gen, too. It just happens with a new car. You go to a track for the first time with the new car, and, you know, Indianapolis, obviously, the Brickyard 400 that year was a big one, but yeah, so all in all, I mean, I don't really look too much into it as to whether I like the car of tomorrow or not. I would say I wouldn't necessarily dislike it. Wasn't as opposed to it compared to maybe most NASCAR fans. I've always just been... I mean, I've had the racer mentality installed in me, I guess, from a young age, that's really what I care more about when it comes to, you know, the look of a race car. So I'm not a huge car guy necessarily, and I feel like, you know, a lot of people are, and a lot of people don't like the way the car tomorrow look because they all look the same, which I completely get that. When it came to the racing side of things, though, I thought the racing was pretty good. I want cars that race well. Somebody blowing a motor on the outside, I couldn't tell who that was. Wasn't a fan of it. And a lot of people weren't. I'd like to say I'm probably in the minority on that. Oh, man. I was getting loose before I got out into the grass. The dead grass. Tell you what, I'm slip sliding around right now. I want to see what this thing's going to look like when we get 30 laps on our tires. If we go 30 laps, I have no idea what the fuel window looks like. I got to back up the hairpin a lot more, especially at the top of the hill there in turn 7, specifically. And in turn 11, I'm fine. I don't know why I said turn 7. Turn 4B. I got that right? Or is it turn 5? I can't remember. It's been a year since we've raced at Sonoma. I haven't raced there on this game, so I probably haven't seen Sonoma since NASCAR raced there last season. Video game or in real life. It's been a minute. Alright, so this is turn 1. And then this is probably turn 2 with the S's. So we have 3 right here. But is there a 3A and a 3B? I know there's a 4A and a 4B. Because that would probably be... About to look up the track layout of this. As soon as I get done practicing. Yeah, the initial debut with the car tomorrow is way more focused on the safety side of things than the racing side of things, which is probably what made the racing as good as it was, just because the cars weren't handling well. You know, the drivers didn't like it for that reason, but, you know, they were going to work. I'm not saying the racing was perfect by any means, but...
Hey, we got a crash. Careful.
Uh-oh. I don't know where, but Spotter just told me there was a crash. I'm looking at the track map, and I'm trying to find out where there was a crash. It's a bit concerning when you hear that in practice, only 5 laps in. It lets you know that the race is going to be kind of wild. Just ran my fastest lap. Getting quicker the more laps I put down. Ah! Sorry. Sorry, Joe. I'm trying to hit anybody in practice. Antidorter Bruno, thanks for tuning in. I don't think he's spamming. I mean, he's commenting, but he's not commenting the same thing. Practice a pit stop here. I don't want to find out where the commitment line's at exactly so I don't speed during the race. I sped pretty badly in practice in Michigan. You'll never know. I didn't make it to a green flag stop, so... Alright. Pit stop.
Quick stop. Make us proud now.
Alright, well, hopefully they do that in the race. Because they've been very spotty on pit road. They had a good day at not Michigan. They didn't really have a day at Michigan. They didn't have a chance to see what kind of skills they had on display. It's our second race of the live stream. Again, I ran out of fuel at Michigan on lap 49, so brought out the caution. Unfortunately, the race was over for me, but here, hopefully I don't do that. I don't DNF, and we can bounce back and maybe get a win. That was our chance to try to go for 3 wins in a row, and I blew it. Still haven't won 3 wins in a row. We had the fastest car, too. That's what sucks. I was dominating the race. I just blew it. It was a mismanagement of fuel. I didn't think I was going to run out within the next lap or two of me running out. I was well aware of my fuel light flashing, so it wasn't like I was being lackadaisical, but this mismanagement is what it boiled down to. I know for next time we got another race at Michigan on the season. All right, I'm going to hop into qualifying. I think I've had enough practice laps. I don't want to make any adjustments before qualifying. I think, if anything here, I'll go into qualifying, see where we qualify, and then make adjustments accordingly if I need to. It's definitely not handling great. I'd like to adjust the downforce, but it's not an option for some reason. Which I've never seen that on this game before, except for a super speedway, which that makes sense, but yeah, for a road course, not to be able to adjust the downforce. And I can in the Truck in the Bush series. Like I said, it's a bit concerning. I want to see where I was on the practice sheet for speed. That's not good. I'm not in the top 10. 11th. I was 11th in practice. Yeah, we're going to have to pick up if we want a shot at the pole. That's not where I want the speed to be. I need to not overdrive the corner, which I was probably doing a lot. Practice, back it up. Do everything I can to not spin the tires. Be super focused on hitting my marks. It's hard not to spin the tires. Like, when I'm standing on the gas off the exit of a corner, the tires are wanting to spin. Like, right there. Car got really light. I guess I just got to have lap after lap after lap and find out where that's happening. And be extra patient through those corners. That was the first time I hugged the curbing on the bottom of that hairpin there, so that's good. Problem is that this lap doesn't count for qualifying. But I'm getting it right now because we only have one lap on the road courses in qualifying. So if I mess up, we're starting at the tail. I just have a feeling there's going to be so many cautions going through that corner right there. I'd like to qualify on the pole so we don't have to worry about any party potentially piling into us. Got a little loose, but the curb kind of straightened me out a bit. Ah, man, I can't figure that corner out. I try to stand on the gas and the car just... It's like the front end is off the ground. I feel like I'm popping a wheelie or something. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm in a monster truck. Make some moves. Does that mean I'm lacking? Does that mean the lap's not good? I only had one minor mistake. I mean, everything else has been pretty good. Car got a little light right there. I didn't like that. Almost overcorrected it. Pushing a lot harder than I was on the warm-up lap, but it's pretty solid. See what I'm going to time in at the line at 1:17 in practice. Oh, this is way quicker. Oh, come on, man. How did we qualify 23rd and picked up 2 seconds? What? Jeff Gordon on the pole, 113. Oh, this is not good. I think I just got to keep the setup in it and play it safe. If I have to make any adjustments throughout the race, I will. Obviously, I can't adjust the downforce, so I guess whatever I adjust in the race, I can also adjust pre-race. So I pretty much got everything on the table there when it comes to adjustments. I really wish I could adjust the downforce, though, because it's slippery. It is pretty slippery. I do not like starting mid-pack here. There's going to be a lot of yellows, I feel like, around me, and I just got to hope I'm not one of them. All right, well, green flag in the air. We're underway. Hopefully it's not 2 DNFs in a row in the early going of a race. They're going to stack up probably going through the S's here. They always do on these EA games. I'm being extra patient. I hear them hitting behind me. I lost some spots there, but I'm not worried about it. I just... Oh, geez, Jamie. Ran right into me. I'm being extra patient in every corner. I'm probably being too patient because I'm losing a lot of spots, but I really want this to get sorted out first. Oh, look at this. They're stopping on the racetrack. How is that not a caution? I saw 2 cars that were literally stopped. They were not moving. There's going to be so many debris cautions. Somebody just went off course behind me. This is going to be a survival of the fittest kind of race. There's going to be a lot of yellows here at Sonoma. They're going to jam it up right here, too. There's... What is this? I can't see the speedometer with where my laptop is at. How slow are we going in that corner? I mean, I was prepared for it. Actually lost the spot. I think Dave Blaney passed me on the outside because everybody was jamming it up on the bottom. Maybe I have to do that. Maybe I just got to go above everybody in that corner. Tried to go high there, and that didn't work. Ian McMurray trying to get by us. Good, we're good. Bit of a hydroplane. Oh. Good, I'm in 16. We might end up having a NASCAR record for the most amount of cautions in a single race. There's going to be so many debris yellows. Because every restart, they're going to be just log jamming it into the turn 4B and turn 11 down here. I mean, they're... I didn't get to the outside. It's kind of hard to get to the outside because they widen their arc out so much. Ooh, I got a lift. Definitely not going to be running no 113s. Not traffic. Get some clean air. I can put together some clean laps. I mean, I've done a great job taking care of the car right now, and I got to continue to do that. Obviously, I got to hope I don't get blasted from behind at any point. I mean, you got to tiptoe around this place to not make contact. Because if I start to tear it up now, they're maybe going to tear me up on the restarts, and that's just going to make things even worse. Oh man, somebody crunched hard back behind us. I don't know how far back that was. I cannot get by David Rudiman to save my life right now. Oh, David! That was dangerous. That somehow kept it off the wall. I was way on the gas. Or out of the gas, excuse me. What's he doing? Look at this. Trying to run me off course. Oh, look out. Might have to just use him up. Yeah, I'm using him up. Sorry, man, but you're using me up, so it's only right to do the same. It wasn't, you know, vicious. Go, 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 go. See if we can get David Gillen. Paul Menard's way out of the groove. It's alright. Just get one. Up to 14th. I mean, just ran my fastest lap, but I'm still like a second off of where I was in practice. 3 seconds off my qualifying lap. That was a little too low. Making you laugh at the noises. Oh, like that? wasn't expecting to drive right through Sterling Marlin. He didn't deserve that. Kind of used them as my brakes. Trying not to damage the car. I'm getting scared every time I'm around guys. Tell you what, even on the track map in this corner right here, it looks like guys are stopping. When I see Michael Waltrip, the leader, getting through there, it just looks like his car stopped for a good 2 or 3 seconds. There we go. That's faster than any lap I ran in practice. We're getting there. Now I'm caught right back up to J.J. Yaley, so this lap isn't going to be very good. Ooh, outside. Over under. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's not. That was just called drive through the next guy in front of you. That's what that was. Poor Mike Wallace. We're up to 10. I've done that to like 3 guys now. Well, it was looking beautiful, and then I just threw the next corner away. It's all right. It happens, you know. We're driving stock cars. Only lap 6. Already been streaming for over an hour. Had to do practice and qualifying on stream, and ran 49 laps at Michigan, and I ran out of gas. Here we are. Dale Jr. and Tony Stewart battling. Whoa, that was a great corner. Great corner, but couldn't do anything with it. That was the worst area of the track for me in practice. I'm starting to figure it out in the race, and it's actually becoming one of my better turns. There we go. Can I get him this time? Catch a little draft. Now we'll pull out a line. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. Ugh. I thought I was going to turn Tony Stewart. I didn't think I was going to get the car wound up. That actually worked out perfect. Locking Dale Jr. up to 9th. I was committed to just trying to get by Dale Jr. Put together my fastest lap of the race. I'm surprised I got it to stick, man. If I wheel hop just for a quick second, Tony Stewart was going to spin off my front bumper. This track scares me because we don't have any downforce in this race car. A little hiccup. Getting through turn 3. Man, great acceleration, you know. Ooh! Really sorry, Tony. I don't think we should be side by side through here. It's probably better it worked out the way it did. All right, there we go. Got to run on him. Don't do it. Don't. I thought he was going to send me. That was, I mean, I had that coming. I did blast him a couple corners before that. I'm only using the left side of my car. Like, the right side of my car is perfectly clean. The left side, not so much. It's been that same corner every time I made contact with somebody. I don't think I made contact in another corner the whole race. Outside of when he kind of rubbed me in turn 10 there. David Rudiman hit me in turn 12 right for the start-finish line, too. 8.5 seconds off the lead. Michael Waltrip leading on a road course. What kind of universe are we living in that Michael Waltrip is leading at Sonoma? I think he started on the pole, too. Yo, got by Tony Stewart for 8th. Started 23rd, though. 9 laps to get up this far. I'll take that. You know, interval-wise, I'm quite a ways off the lead still as I blew the corner. There was nobody on the outside of me to try to save me that time. I wonder if this means the fantasy road courses were going to be with the car of tomorrow then on the next season.
If he wasn't so friendly, he'd be blocking.
I have no clue how the game dictates whether we do that or not. Well, I'm going to alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in the race. Just ran our fastest lap again. Minute 16.283. I feel like I struggle getting up the speed in the S's. My acceleration there is not great, but it is here. I came from so far back to get to Newman's back bumper. Oh. Here, kitty. Oh, I'm sorry. He brake checked me? What happened there? I was all over him, but I didn't think I was going to hit him. He was off the gas and I was on the gas. 100 left. Yeah, we got a long ways to go. I don't know how we haven't seen a caution yet. I thought we were going to get so many debris yellows. I still think we will. I mean, there have been cars packing it into one another like almost every lap. Maybe not as much now because we've gone so long green. But usually these road courses on this game, we get a lot of yellows. Boulder, Watkins Glen are the only two we've ran in the other series, Truck and the Busch series, but it's our first trip to Infineon Raceway.
Don't worry about it. You're okay. Don't know what left side. We're all clear, whatever you need.
Oh, Newman's going to give me the high side. Clear. No, we're not clear. I didn't think I was going to get the car to slow down. I saw that wall right there, and I was having Jimmy Johnson 2001 flashbacks. That was scary. That was scary. If I had tried to turn while I was braking, that car would have went more straight than it did. I was so committed to trying to outbrake Ryan Newman, I was braking way too late. I lost so much time to him. I got to block Tony Stewart. Nah, not really. I got good acceleration out of turn 11. Still call the track Sears Point. There's some people out there that does. I think Brock Beard does too. Oh man, big wheel hop. I think I caught my left rear out in the grass too. She was sliding. All right. I was aware of his checkup in the S's that time. I didn't run into the back of him. It's kind of hard to time that out. It's so tight going through there. Just kind of have to gain as much time as you can and then try to make this pass in turn 11, which we're going to try to do right now. I think I'm underneath him. Yeah, I was underneath him, but he just got better acceleration. I can't get the drive off unless I'm clear, and I knew I wasn't. He's better than me in the S's, but I might be close to him now. If I can get a good corner through turn 3, might have a chance to pass him up here. There we go. Clear. Oh, he's going to cross me back over. Wow, what a move. I saw him looking low. I had to give it to him. Dang. It's a great battle between me and Newman right now. Got some peak NASCAR right now on the road course side of things. What a battle. Mark Martin's getting away from us because we're battling so hard with one another. Don't wreck yourself! That was him! What? How did... What? How was he still there? I thought he was off into the wall, and the next thing I know, he's right next to me the whole time. The way he was bobbing and weaving. How did he not wreck? How did he stay on the racetrack? I thought he was in the grass for sure. Craig Franklin, thanks for tuning in. Oh, big corner. Woo-wee. I was committed to staying in the gas right there. I'm going to let him go. He's underneath me. I waited too long to get back in the gas. I tried the over-under move, but it gave him a little bit too much. There's overcooked. Turn 4B. Oh, we've got this. We've got this. Get Ryan Newman. Sorry, not Ryan Newman. Mark Martin back. Newman's behind us. We're battling with Ryan Newman so long that I think that every car is Ryan Newman now. Yeah, real life, he sat out this race. I think he sat out all the car tomorrow races in 07, if I'm not mistaken. I used him up a little bit. I'm clearing. All right, caution's out. Caution is out. Our first yellow of the day, and I'm not going to lie, I didn't think we were going to go green that many laps to start, but we did. Martin Truex Jr. going to bring out our first yellow for debris, and this is probably going to be the first of many cautions. Honestly, that's probably going to be our longest green flag run of the entire race, because we're probably going to... Oh, my gosh! All right. No brakes under caution, apparently, for David Reagan and Martin Truex Jr. His car was absolutely destroyed. Oh, my gosh. I'm staying out. I'd imagine everybody else is. There's so many cars with damage. I know there is. There's got to be. I just got that spot on Mark Martin right before the yellow came out. We're in 6th now. Green flag back in the air, lap 19. Oh, they're jamming. Got a spot on Dale Jarrett because of it. Up to 5th. Gordon side by side. It's our best corner. David Stremme or Juan Pablo Montoya. I can't tell with the paint scheme. Actually, it's Reed. No, it's Jeff Burt. It wasn't any of them. Look at this. Oh boy, 3 wide. I went way too fast. Get back on track. I think my wheels were spinning like crazy going through there. I went from 4th to 2nd to 5th in one corner. Oh, look at Bobby Labonte getting it. Oh, we're 3. We're 3. We're 3. Stay with Gordon at least. I'm going to give him all the room. He still ran into me. Jeez, I thought Jeff Gordon had more class than that. Jam it right back into him. How do you like it? All right, there we go. Big run. Big run. Too big. I couldn't have jammed more perfectly between those two cars. All right. Settle down here. Oh, I got really light. Car got squirrely. I swear Michael Waltrip's led every lap of this race so far. I didn't think he was such a good road course racer. I mean, MWR won here twice with Truex and Clint Boyer, but this not Michael Waltrip. The super speedway ace is kicking everybody's tail on a road course. And we've got another caution. Our second one of the race. As long as it's not me bringing out the... Oh, it might be me. It's not me. Oh, my... Oh, what happened there? Somebody got shafted. Right? Who is it? We need a better camera angle. Somebody knocked that car. Oh, it was Denny. Oh, no. Denny Hamlin. That was Brian Vickers. Vickers knocked Denny Hamlin into the barrels. Shades of his rivalry with Tony Stewart. What did Denny Hamlin do to Brian Vickers that forced that to happen? I'm staying out of the pits again. As does everybody else. I've got a lot of damage. I just got to hope that I'm not the one causing any of these debris yellows. All right, green flag back in the air. I mentioned I wasn't feeling well. That was like 3 days ago. 2 days ago. No, I feel fine now. I was like 80, 85% yesterday, but I feel perfectly fine today. If you couldn't tell by my enthusiasm in the stream. Oh, what a move! Bobby's still there. Oh, a little contact. Caution. Oh, that was me, I think. No? Yes? Oh, it was me! I thought I saw it come out of the rear view. Should I punish myself for that? Like, I caused an incident. I don't think I've ever had a debris caution for myself. We usually don't have those situations. One of my fenders came off. I don't know which one it was. Usually I give up track position because of that, but I don't think I'm going to for the debris yellow, at least this time. I mean, there's so many cars with damage. I'll stay out. Well, that's 3 yellows. Probably got many more where that came from. And we'll do it all over. Oh, Jeff Burton went wide. Jeff Gordon's going to get by him. And we've got a caution again. Oh boy, they checked up early. I almost piled into Bobby Labonte under yellow. Yeah, now we're really starting to get some yellows. Even I had a debris caution. I didn't think I had that much damage, but I guess I've used the chrome horn more than I thought. Got 4 yellows all in this run. How many stops? I have no clue. Your guess is as good as mine. Not only have I not ran this track on this game before, but as many cautions as we're seeing for debris as expected. I think I just got to stay out as long as I can. Because it is so hard telling. I don't even know if we're halfway out of gas yet. For me, yeah, I really have no clue. I'm staying out. See where we're at on fuel here. I'm only halfway out of gas right now. Lap 32. But obviously 4 cautions, so probably double-digit caution laps. Big run after Bobby Labonte trying to go for second. I think Michael Waltrip's led all 31 laps of this race so far. If I could set Labonte up, I might be able to get him up here through turn 3. Oh, I didn't clear him. Oh, gosh. I think we're okay. Lost a spot to Jeff Gordon because of that. Got back in the gas. Dang it. Now I'm overdriving it. Now I'm bleeding positions. Dang it. So close to the front. Dale's gonna have to let me go here. There we go. Alright. I'm in 6th. I like that Prilosec paint scheme from Jeff Burt. What's Mike Wallace doing in the top 5 at Sonoma? Just got a spot. Caution. I got 1 spot on Jeff Burt, and then the yellow flag came out. And it's Jimmy Johnson. What happened to Jimmy? This car looks clean. I don't know what happened to Jimmy. I saw some debris flying in the air, but I don't know. And now they're stopping. Might have had a parking lot. I don't know if that debris came off his car or somebody else's. Oh, that's what happened. Oh my gosh. Hit him so hard everything came off. It went from no damage to how much damage do you want? Alright, so they all pitted. We stayed out again. I'm going to try to make this race a 1 stop. Green flag's going to be back in the air. I'm only halfway out of gas. I mean, we're going to have older tires on the restart, but there's still a lot of guys with damage. Including Montoya, who's right behind us. So we'll get our 5 bonus points for leading under yellow. Now I got to not overdrive the car, and I might lose the lead already. Oh my gosh. Well, at least I got my bonus points under caution. Michael Waltrip lost some spots on pit road, too. Oh! I got hit by Jeff Gordon. I've lost count of how many yellows we've had, by the way. Oh, we're about to have another one. Well, staying out of the pits as long as I could, maybe it wasn't a great idea. I still don't want to be back in traffic. I think I'll be fine once I settle in. Oh. We did have quite a few green flag laps before the first caution came out. We had a few of them in between all those yellows. We probably had about 20 laps on our tires. Difference. Sorry, Dale Jarrett. Oh. Trusting my spotter. He said both sides all clear. I only lost 1 spot. That lap. Whoa. What's going on over here, Jeff Burt? Can anyone make it on fuel from here? I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't know if I can get halfway through the race. Even if we had just a caution fest the rest of the way, I don't think anybody can make it from here. I mean, there's a chance I make it a 1 stop if we see a bunch more yellows. I've lost count of how many we've had, so I don't really know if I'm going to be able to do the math on that side of things. All right, Dale, you got to give me more room than that. I know we made contact earlier, but can't make the corner that sharp. Wonder how many cars might have repaired damage on pit road with everybody pitting when they did. We're far from the last caution. Somebody blew an engine on the racetrack, and we're going to end up catching them because they're way off the pace from everybody else. And caution before we even got to them. I don't know who it was, but things were going to get ugly. Oh, it was Montoya. His hood. I noticed he had damage when he restarted behind us. He's trying to replicate history and win this race as he did in real life. Relax yellows. Yeah, well, I mean, most of the yellows have been for debris, though, so I think we still would have had cautions for the most part. It happened to Michigan race. I ran out of gas in DNF. That's what happened. First pit stop. So, on to Sonoma. Same stream. And it has been a caution fest. Which, again, road courses on these EA games, they tend to be the case. We had quite a few yellows on NASCAR 7 here. Staying out of the pit still. I have not pitted yet. If I can make it halfway, you know, maybe we get lucky, but that would be the hope. As the green flag's back in the air at lap 43. I got jammed up too much with nowhere to go. Look out, everybody! Oh! I wasn't trying to retaliate, I just blew the corn. I probably shouldn't try to pass right there. I'm on a tire deficit. Oh, he hit me. Pulling out of line. Get him back, get him back. Got him back. Oh, Boyer got him too. Dang, where'd he come from? All right. I know we're quick when we're on equal tires. We proved that already. Just got to get our track position back. It's all over the place right now. I get him? Nope. Can't get that grip on corner exit. Caution again.
Got some good things to say about you lately.
I don't think I had the spot on him either. I think Yaley's still in front of me. Joe Nemechek, yeah, he did the same thing Jimmy Johnson did, where he piled into the back of somebody and then they ended decomposed. Boom! There goes everything. He did the same thing Jimmy did. Crew chief recommends that I pit. I'm going to stay out again. Get another caution. I'll pit during the next yellow. Yeah, I mean, our fuel light's not even flashing yet, so I think we're going to catch another caution. We're at lap 48. We're probably going to end up having to pit twice. Ooh, there we go. Actually, get anything out of that? I got one spot. Get another one. How many more am I going to get? I'm so sorry. Is he still there? Nope, clear. Just drove through everybody. Went from 11th to 5th on that restart. Give me my spots back. Michael Waltrip's back in the lead. I think he's the one to beat today. Who knew Michael Waltrip would be the guy? Oh! He did that to me. He tried to pull out a line like really late to make a pass, and I was already there. He did not know I was there. He did not know I was there. Well, I'm probably going to have to pit now. I'm so tight on fuel anyway. My entire car is just destroyed. Oh my gosh. Lost count of how many yellows we've had. I don't even know. Yeah, I gotta pit this time. Do anything adjustment-wise. I think we're fine on fresh tires, but now I'm in the back, which is not where I want to be, but I went as far as I could on fuel. That was my strategy. I don't know if it's going to really work out for us. Is that the 8th caution? I feel like we've had more than that, but I really don't know. I've lost count after about 3 or 4. Good thing this game keeps count for us. What a cluster. Definitely can't make it on fuel to the end from here. There we go. Strap a new front bumper on there. We are at the back. There's only one car out of the race with all the cautions we've had. Wonder if it's Jimmy Johnson, how hard he hit the cars in front of him. They're going to jam big time going into the Estes up here, and I'm prepared for it. Wow, they actually didn't jam up that bad. That was strange. Well, they're definitely going to jam up in the 2 hairpins. I've got fresher tires than everybody right now, so yes, I can attack, but I'm also scared. Just give me room. Hey, look at that. I made a couple of clean passes already. Okay, how many more are jamming up here? Ooh, we're good. I think he's still there. Nope, not anymore. Oh, look out. Off-roading. Oh, Jimmy's all the way back here. Ah! Ah! Jesus! I was like, why are we slowing down? I'm like, oh, they're wrecking. That was a jump scare, man. Kyle Busch is all over the place. They haven't wrecked there the whole race. I was expecting that like 2 turns away from now. Code Brown. I'm having too much fun with this. This shouldn't be as fun as it is. This has been such a crapshoot of a race. I'm just trying to survive. Oh, they jammed right on the restart. And we're already under caution. I didn't even get to the start-finish line and somebody already dropped a piece of debris. Oh, I ran it over. I don't know if my tires are up. I'll have to check under caution. I mean, how does it even fall off going that slow? I'm probably like under 60 miles an hour still. There was quite a few cars that ran it over. David Gilliland. He dropped debris earlier, too. He's dropping more debris. What a lengthy race. Can you imagine going to this Sonoma race? Might be the wildest one ever. I wonder how New Hampshire is going to be on the next race, because we had a lot of cautions when we ran the truck race there, but I haven't ran there in the Busch or Cup Series yet. I think we had 10 cautions in a 200-lap race, 10 or 12. So we might have quite a few yellows when we get back to New Hampshire. I don't know if the tires are flat or not. I mean, I've got extra sets, so I might as well pit. Unless they all pit right now, then I'll stay out and get the lead back. I'm gonna pit. I mean, I have a lot of sets left, and I'm not going to use them all. And I know we only ran a couple of laps, but we could top off on fuel, and might as well take tires while we're down here. I'm only giving up a few positions. Why not? So we'll have 3 sets of tires left the rest of the race. I know I'm outside the fuel window, at least I should be. But in the event that I can make it on gas, you know, maybe staying out right now isn't that bad after all. New Hampshire is a car tomorrow, yep. Yeah, Denny Hamlin and Jeff Gordon had a photo finish in that race, too. Did he bash did he bash it up against the new tire? I've seen them with the animation where they'll, like, bang it on their hand to try to get it. It looked like he bashed it up against the new tire. We need to use that, sir. Bash it against the old tire that's still on the car, not the new one.
We were the only car on pit road during that entire caution.
What are you doing? I paid for that. Well, I didn't. Ray Evernham did. Oh, man.
Let's go. Yeah, both sides.
Lap 59 restart. Green flag back in the air. We got 2 cars out of the race. I don't know who they are. Not us. That's... Well, now we got another yellow. I mean, I might as well top off again. I mean, every little bit matters, right? Huh. David Stremme. David Stremme bringing out debris. I mean, golly. I'm going to have to gain track position at some point. And I think the only way to do this, because there's no chance in hell I'm passing every single one of these cars the way they're driving. I'm going to wait to pit until we get close to the entrance here, see if they're backing up and maybe coming down. If they come down, we stay out. We're going to do opposite. I don't think they're coming down. We're going to pit. We're going to top off. I'm not going to take tires this time because all we did was launch through the restart zone. I don't even know if we did that. That's the second time we've had a debris yellow before I even got to the start-finish line. Splash and go. Repair a little bit more damage along the way. Why not? People that go to this race would leave before it's done. I guess it depends on how entertained you are, because there's been some entertaining moments. To think the first like 15 or 16 laps went caution-free, which I'm surprised we even got that many laps in. But I kind of knew. I mean, I heard a lot of crunching going on. We qualified 23rd. I actually went from 23rd to 3rd. We did lead a lap on pit strategy under caution. We haven't led under green. Now my picker's just making a bunch of mistakes. But at least there's nobody else down here. There's no competition. It's okay. All right. Yeah, let's try this again. All right. Lap 64. We might make it on field to the end. I don't know. It depends how many yells we get. Didn't I make it like 47 or 48 laps off the start? I don't know how many yells. And they're wrecking already. That was not... I mean, there was debris laying on the... I purposely went wide to miss it. My car just drove right into it anyway. I saw the debris flying, but I think they were wrecking before that. I mean, they're just going to jam up everywhere. A jam sandwich. Oh my gosh. I don't even know who that was. I mean, was that Robbie Gordon? There was a... Oh my gosh, he was going so fast. I mean, I wouldn't expect everybody to stop on a dime either, I guess. He pull off the track? Is he done? He might have DNF'd. That's pretty violent. Hope he's okay. I'm going to keep topping off every single time they choose to stay out. And then we're going to leapfrog in one of these cautions when they all end up deciding to pit. Oh, we got one. We got one other car pitting. We should be able to beat him out of the pits because we're going fuel only. I still got 3 sets of tires left, but all we've done is launch to the restart zone a couple times. Jojo, thanks for tuning in. Miss the old stock cars aren't built to turn right because they would drive like dog doo-doo, and drivers were having to, you know, work on the edge of control. I saw that. We were already at the back. Did he really need to say that? A lot of cars stayed up. It's at the tail anyway. We had one other car that pitted. That was David Stremme. Oh, Robbie Gordon pit too. Alright, so we had 2 cars that pitted. I only saw one of them. And now we're under yellow again. I saw the debris laying on the inside of turn 1. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeesh. Well. Hey Billy, welcome to the stream. Caution Fest in Sonoma. So that means David Stremme, Robbie Gordon, and I may end up leading at some point. If we had 2 cars pit there, how many more are coming in this time? I think we can make it on field to the end, honestly. Watch us, like, not catch a caution the rest of the race. Laying this out. When are they pitting? They're not pitting again. I will. You know, I got 3 sets of tires left. Let's put our pit crew to work. Ray Evernham is paying you handsomely. You're going to work, damn it. All right. It's like downtown Atlanta. Yeah. This is the Chicago street course, but not with NASCAR. This is with the citizens of downtown Chicago. I've seen videos on the internet of people flipping their cars over curbs at the side of a gas station and stuff. 50 laps. I went 47 or 48 laps on fuel with a bunch of yellows. Not even, I lost count how many yellows we had in that stretch. So I would imagine we could make it on fuel from here if we keep getting yellows. Obviously, if we somehow went green the rest of the way, which isn't going to happen. But we keep catching yellows. The next question is, are they going to make it on fuel from pitting when they did? I wouldn't think so, because they pitted earlier than I did the first time. Maybe that's their thought process. I don't know. They only got 2 cars in front of us that have already pitted, and that was David Stremme and Robbie Gordon. So they may end up staying out, but I'll restart third. On fresh tires, I've got good speed in this thing. But all right, let's see. It's not wreck going through here. Oh, they're jamming up. They are jamming up. I'm just going to hang out. I mean, there's no reason for me to go up there and try to pass anybody. I'm assuming they're all going to have to pit before the end of the race. We still have 39 laps to go. We got a long ways left. I am not going to Oh, my gosh. I was not even trying to do that. They slowed up so much. I'm trying to keep this car as clean as possible. Keep the tires underneath me as much as possible. I'm just going to let them do the work. I'm just going to sit back here. We got a front row seat to this drive-in movie theater. And, going to watch them do everything. Yep, there we go. Got a caution. I don't know where the debris is at. I'm going this way to miss it. I don't know where it's at. Oh, I saw it laying. It was on the inside of the curb. It wasn't even on the racing line. Kenny Schrader. Easy E, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I mean, we're going to get a lot of yellows. If you're just tuning in for the first time, we have seen nothing but yellows since about lap 15 or 16. So it's very hard to strategize because we're not getting any green flag laps. I don't know how far we could go on a full green flag run. I would imagine with all the cautions we could get that we could make it. Cut the grass. The car slows down quite a bit when you try to do that on this game. It almost kind of works as a sand pit the way the dead grass is here. All right, let's pay attention. Are they going to pit again? Because if not, we are. Oh, they're pitting. They are pitting. And we just pitted right before that, I think. We got 2 cars that are in front of us. Tony Raines did not pit, so apparently he's pit already. And then obviously David Stremme. All right, now we race. I would assume everybody's good on fuel to the end. Michael Waltrip's the fastest car in the field, and he's right behind us. He's been the one to beat. He's led the most laps. And even when he lost the lead during green flag, or not green flag, pit stops, but pit stops earlier, we're under caution. I got to be patient. I got plenty of laps to get by these 3. I think the big thing here, don't lose any positions. Because they're going to be hard to come by. Just don't lose any spots. They're jamming it up in the S's. They were not doing that the entire race until the last couple of cautions. Oh my gosh. How late after the yellow that Jimmy... Well, Jimmy's definitely going to end up having debris come off the back of his car. So, yeah, we just got to be patient. Keep the tires underneath us. I like how he just went from, like, his car being perfectly fine to perfectly demolished in seconds. All right. Oh, I had a wheel spin. Well, that's all right. We got a quick yellow. Jeff Green. They actually wrecked this time, or? Or said like Pete. I kind of skip out on the jelly nowadays. I'm more of a peanut butter sandwich kind of guy. Yeah, no, there's no reason to pit under green. We're in a situation where we're just not going to have to pit under green the way this race is gone. I mean, obviously we only pitted under caution. We still have 2 sets of tires left, but I don't think we're going to be coming back on the pit road anymore the rest of the race unless I have severe damage. Knock on wood. What I'm doing. I'll wait for a restart where we actually make it through the S's. Michael Waltrip got passed on the restart. Bumper tag with David Stremme. Oh, we're 3 wide. For the lead. Stremme just come out with this? No, I went. We're off road. I think I'm in second. No, he's still there. He's trying to squeeze underneath. I got him right where I want him. Oh, I will. Dang it. I had him. Until I spun my tires. Caution, we're in the lead. Oh, I think we had a nose out in front when the caution came out. We got him. We got him, boys. Thank you, Kyle Busch, for bringing out the yellow, because I think I was going to get driven by on the front stretch. Oh, my good Lord. Somebody hit so hard that they were stopped and their back tires are up off the ground, and that's when Kyle Busch came in and hit him. Who was that? Oh, that's what happened. Oh, my gosh, Dave Blaney. Jim Ross. Good God almighty. He was standing on his nose. Allie Rain, thanks for tuning in. Dave Blaney pirouetting at 0 miles an hour. That's what you call a nose job. All right, well, we're in the lead now. 23 to go. This is the first time we've led. I have not led a green flag lap the whole race, by the way, because we've had cautions every time I've led, which is, this is only the second time. And we're under caution again. He passed me under yellow. He can't do that. Michael Waltrip is the guy we have to look out for, though. If he gets up to second, oh no! Oh no! Reed Sorensen, Jeff Gordon, they have not crashed in turn 4A the whole race until just now. I mean, they're just choosing a different... I mean, they're choosing everywhere to crash. I'm convinced that they are trying to crash. This is going to be a NASCAR record for the most yellows. Oh, that was wicked. It didn't look that violent initially. It wasn't as violent as the crash before that, but it was pretty wicked. Currently healing from very major surgery. Well, hopefully you're feeling well soon. Wish you a speedy recovery. And like I said, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully the entertainment takes whatever pain away from whatever surgery you had. Because I've never had a surgery before, but imagine probably not feeling all that well. Oh, Michael Waltrip just got to second. I almost blew that corner. Caution came out. Well, we keep it second, though, and he's the guy to beat. He's led the most laps. Not a lot of pain. Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, less than 20 to go, I think. Less than 30. I think we were at, like, lap 83 or something. Joe Nemechek again. Catch the rear of the field before the race. Oh, are you talking like if we didn't catch a caution? I don't know. I qualified 23rd. We were green for about the first 5 or 6 laps. I don't know how I qualified 23rd. I put together a pretty clean lap in qualifying. I made a couple of minor mistakes. I don't know how I qualified mid-pack, but I did. And we got up to 3rd by the time the first caution came out, so we did a pretty good job there. Had some great battles. 25 laps to go now. I guess Michael Waltrip was not in second when the caution flag came out. David Stremme still was. Well, now he's got to be in second. I swear Waltrip was in second that time. That's 2 restarts in a row where it looked like his nose was out in front when the yellow flag came. I might win this race by not leading a single green flag lap, and I don't know. I can't say I've done that before. I mean, there's debris everywhere. There's just so many cars with damage that even if they're not wrecking, we're getting cautions for debris within a lap or so. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's nowhere to go. Those poor bastards. They just... Man. I'm speechless. I'm at a loss for words. Oh, we were later in the race than I thought we were. Yeah, we're at 11 to go. Michael Waltrip restarted second, but he blew the first turn. Skirting away. I gotta be patient. I'm getting nervous because Michael Waltrip's behind me. I'm overdriving the car a little bit. Yeah, I went wider than I wanted to, but I got back into the gas in a good spot. Just hit my marks. And he's got a run on me, I think. Hydroplaning through turn 10. There we go. That was a good corner. There you go. Get the racing back there. David Stremme just passed Michael Waltrip. I'd much rather see him in second. I finally led a green flag lap. Wow. And I just ran my fastest lap of the race. So yes, I'm pushing hard and it looks like I'm overdriving it, but I actually put together my fastest lap. That was my fastest lap. Practice, qualifying. Probably because I had clean air for the first time. Alright, I guess just keep doing what I'm doing because it looked like I overdrove it. Somebody blew an engine. There's a pack that is running very slow and off the pace out of the Estes right now. Oh no. Yeah, I keep blowing turn 4A. At least at this point in the race. Are we going to go green to the end? Whoever blew an engine, I think the field finally got by them. I don't know if we're going to catch the lap car that's slow and off the pace or not. They got about half a track to go. to get to pit road, and we're just getting in the start-finish line. 9 laps left. Go back to the far chase cam. That'll probably help me a little bit. My drivability. Back the corners up. Okay. A little bit wide there. It's all right. There we go. Wasn't perfect, but it was better. Michael Waltrip might get into second again. There we go. They race side by side through the S's. That'd be great for me. This is the longest... Oh, we're going to catch that lap car. He is so close to pit road. I don't know. I would assume he's going to be on the outside. Oh, he did get to the pits. Wow. Wow. Barely got to the pits. Sterling Marlin, is that who that was? Waltrip's back in second again. And I just ran my fastest lap of the race again. 93.279. Waltrip had a major run in the S's. I'm running my fastest laps of the race. He's right there. I mean, he's just that quick. I've not ran faster laps, practice, qualifying, and now in the race until now. Michael Waltrip has just been that good today, and I'm curious to see how many laps he led in this race, because it was quite a few. Obviously, a lot of them under caution, but halfway out of gas, plenty of fuel to make it to the end, these final 8 laps. I mean, I'm going to have to be nearly perfect, because I'm running good. Just got to keep doing what I'm doing. Just an update, we'll be running the Busch Series race at Bristol tomorrow night on the channel on NASCAR 08. So Busch race at Bristol, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to start that one. Fastest lap again. There we go. I say 92 early. I meant 102. 102.336. Yeah, fastest lap again. Now that I'm actually getting a bunch of green flag laps, I'm getting in a rhythm. I think that's the big thing, too. Pretty easy to overdrive the car when you really only get like 1 or 2 laps every restart. There's no way that this race is going to bookend green flag runs. We get 15 to 16 laps to start the race, and then we get about 12 to 13 to end the race. Like, how does that happen? And then everything in between is caution after... I don't think we went like 3 or 4 laps under green the entire race, other than that. Consecutively. 72. I was doing my math wrong. I'm all over the place, yeah. 72.336. That was 72.287. I swear, math was my strong suit in school growing up. I mean, it's on full display during the live commentary streams every weekend, and I don't butcher it there. So I apologize. This race is... it's messed with my brain pretty badly. Plus, I worked a full 10-hour shift earlier today, so that probably doesn't help either. As Parker Kligerman would say, I've already got the brain capacity of a salamander at this point. And it's the second race on stream because of the Michigan race. Tell you what, if all the road course races are going to be like this on the fantasy schedule, or the custom schedule at the fantasy tracks, oh my gosh. I mean, I win a lot of them, so whatever I'm doing right. Oh. Well, I didn't win at Boulder. any of the races we ran there. 5 laps to go. Big skid marks. I don't think I'm going to abuse the tires too bad the rest of the race. With only 5 laps left. You know, what I have on them right now, it's just going to be how it's going to feel the rest of the way after this. Oh, well, we got a yellow. Did Michael Waltrip just... I was going to say, I didn't see him anymore. That was not the cause of the caution. Oh! How did that happen? Elliott Sadler. How did he do that? I like how they have all that room to the right to miss him and they still run into him. He was just driving, and then the car just flipped up on its side. I don't even think he came up off the ground either. That was weird. I don't think I've seen that before. All right, well, we're under 5 to go. We got a green-white checker upcoming. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Probably 2 to go, if I had to imagine. Yep, 2 to go. Green flag back in the air. I think if we catch a caution, the race is probably going to end. If not this yellow, this might not be the... No, we're under caution. We'll see if it ends it. I don't know who got the second there between Stremme or Waltrip. Yep, that's it. Hey, we won. That was so anticlimactic. Oh, jeez. Let's go. 22 cautions. We have tied the NASCAR record for the most yellows in a single race. Surprisingly, we did not break the record today. That 15-lap green flag run at the start of the race was the difference. 4 hours, 51 minutes, and 6 seconds total time on the race. Longest race in Sonoma history. 45.11 mile per hour average race speed. That's insane. We would have averaged a quicker speed on the highway than what we did here today. The 4.7 seconds was not the margin of victory, I guess. Technically, margin of victory is under caution. I led 29 laps. I think only maybe 5 or 6 of them were under green. 31 lead changes. Michael Waltrip led 47 laps, which was the most. Honestly, thought he led more than that, but yeah, he had a great day. He started second, but he had the dominant car outside of us when we got track position, which took almost the whole race to get. But the strategy worked out in our favor, though. So, who let J.J. Haley win a race? That was the Coke 600, I think. Yeah, he beat us that day. I don't know what happened. I finished second. I didn't have a car capable of winning that race on speed, but we finished second, and he somehow won. 9th win of the season, though, for us with Casey Kane. Redemption after the Michigan race. That was just terrible. Elliott Sadler, even though he was on his side a couple cautions ago, finishes 7th. We also don't know why the caution came out at the end of that race. I mean, I can assume they were stacking up in the S's again, but we didn't get to see the cause of the yellow specifically. And despite the fact that we had 22 cautions, we still only had 4 DNFs, which were Sterling Marlin, Mike Wallace, Juan Pablo Montoya, which is tough because he led, and he was strong too, and Ryan Newman, who looked very good early. So a couple of good cars ended up DNFing. And Newman and Montoya were both in the top 12 in points coming in as they were trying to make the chase. What a wild stream between Michigan and Sonoma. I was not expecting to even race this race today, and we did. And there's our driver, Casey Kane. Victory lane. Yeah, the fact I wasn't even expecting to race that race, and then we got what we got. And then the Michigan ordeal. I mean, we came out winners, but boy, howdy. Yeah, that was insane. Tied the NASCAR record for most cautions. New Hampshire, we might have a lot of yellows too. We had a lot in the truck race, which was 200 laps. We had 12 cautions when we ran the truck race there. That will be on Friday. Tomorrow will be the Busch Series at Bristol, which we have ran at Bristol with the Busch Series on this game. We're not going to see what we saw today. I can tell you that much. We'll have a legitimate race. So hope to see you for that. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't done so on the stream. Subscribe for more NASCAR content like this. Every day we have NASCAR content on the stream for the most part, unless I'm ill like I was on Monday. But for the most part, daily NASCAR channel, obviously. Live commentary will pick back up again on Saturday, which we will be having a doubleheader, Sonoma, oddly enough, for the Cup and Xfinity Series, Xfinity Race, Cup Practice Qualifying. I will post that in the community tab more than likely tomorrow as far as the streaming schedule for that. But again, for NASCAR 08 Busch Race, short stream, be sure to tune in. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your Wednesday night, everyone.